Hello, greetings. This is Gillesmansillon. I thought I'd come and say hello. Wish you a good day. For we are continuing to move into this ascension process. It is an ongoing process. There is nothing we can do to prevent it. It is ongoing, and we have passed the point of no return. As we awaken, we cannot go back to sleep. We cannot forget all the things that have been going on within us. So, and even for humanity, we have we have gone beyond the point of no return. The awakening is in full swing. And so it's about trusting that, loving that, being grateful for that. I'm going to pull a few cards from with the card of the Akash. And we'll see what comes out from this. Well, we have the same cards as the ones that we had in the French reading, some different. At the root base of our beings, where the challenges are, we have growth, we have the trees. So we are growing, we have grown, the base is clear, it's opening for new level of reality. We are continuing to grow and expand, and so we can let go of the past in order to continue to expand into something new, yet staying anchored within the earth. What we have in the navel and the sacral chakra, which connects us to the earth, is the arts. For the arts is very powerful. We are able to use the art to increase the quality of our life and to use our creativity is a sacred process. What we have in our solar plexus, our power center, is forgiveness. For forgiveness, we have to forgive ourselves for all the things that we did wrong. For sometimes I always feel like, well, you look back at your past and you say, well, I have to forgive myself for making that mistakes. But these mistakes, if you're intelligent, whatever mistake we make, we try not to repeat it, and we learn something from it. So we had to do the mistake in order to learn what we needed to learn in order to get where we are now. So it's all about forgiveness and understanding. The same thing for everybody else. So we want to forgive ourselves constantly and forgive others whenever it's necessary. But it's an ongoing process. In the heart chakra, we have the scribe or the writer. For very soon I'm going to publish this one book that will prepare the ascension, prepare the first contact. It's going to be translated in many languages, and I'm going to promote it around the world. I know it is coming, but whether the idea is to take notes on all your dreams, your important dreams, your interdimensional experiences. As you take note of it, you anchor it, and you can let go of it. You empty your cup so new experiences can come. Because if we are all down to old visions, they're very important. We can use them, but it prevents us from receiving the next level of vision. What we communicate, and here we have exactly, so it seems very essential. It's the same placement, same card, and in the French reading, although I mixed them, is the card of health in the fourth chakra. The fifth chakra. The fourth chakra is what comes into our body and comes out. It is ruled by Chiron, the wounded healer, and so it is about cleaning up, being careful of what comes into our body. And to be slowly but surely, we cannot disengage from everything and then become Zen monks and eat a bowl of rice and be silent all day in a monastery. But we have to disconnect to progress in the purification of our physical body, and we have to use our words kindly. Sometimes it's better to wear gloves than to confront people with their brutally with their own illusion. So it's about achieving this state of balance, but continuing to move towards health and the naturalness of life. What we see before us in the third eye is biblical. It is about finding our place within the divine plan. For the divine plan is something mysterious. Only God knows the divine plan. Even on paradise, everybody's got different ideas on why God created the universe and the ins and outs of things. So it is something very personal, but you want to find your place. Understand you are very essential to the plan of God, and then you want to rest in that knowledge and allow yourself to be guided by your inner guide. On the crown chakra, which open up, you can imagine a disc of light on your crown. For when the crown is mostly it's like a bump that we have on top of our head, but eventually this bump becomes a hole, becomes a cavity. When we are born, the cavity is open, and at the time of birth, the soul enters through this cavity and takes its place in the physical body. But so before birth, before the actual physical birth, the soul is not committed to an incarnation. Just so that I mention that. And so you want to, by concentrating your thought on top of your head, this will open up, and eventually the soul can enter, you can exit through the soul, and you can travel through the upper planes. And here we have, right now it is the corporate prison, it is imprisonment and slavery. So we want to free ourselves from this, we want to break free of this physical envelope, to become spiritual, to align ourselves with that. And so for that we need to face our fear. We have to face our fear and to let go of the separation. And then you will find spirituality or religion. So spirituality, the light of the one, for all is one. Everything that is fear is illusion. It is so there is a great deal of cleansing that will happen. Just visualize this higher light that comes through from the crown into all the way down to your root, or from the heart to the. So it is a constant flow. Eventually, everything will be fused within a pillar of light. So you need to. It's very important to clear up this crown chakra. That is the message that seems to be given here with all those. To let go of imprisonment, to let go of fear, and to let go of separation, to return to the unity and love of the one. For what anchors us in the root, in the earth chakra, is the bride and groom. So there is the anchoring of a very deep relationship. Everybody's different in relationship, but there is this potential for this magical relationship that comes into our life when we're ready. And what comes in from the crown chakra, so I'm receiving messages and reading those things coming in, from the soul star chakra, for it is a star that is above our head that we share with our higher self, is Atlantis. For there is Atlantis will be rising, the memory of Atlantis, but maybe also the physical Atlantis, but all those memories, it's like all kinds of memories from the past. And so what I wanted to say is that we still may be vulnerable to return to the 3D program, but there's going to be the 3D matrix, this conflict program of duality is collapsing, and we're going to be moving into a transition phase where the host is going to be holding us back, holding us into a state where we don't fall back into the old. And until the energy of the fifth dimension will be fully manifested, and soon it's going to start to fuse, to touch on the physical matrix, so everything has to be balanced, but eventually it's going to come in contact with all the surface reality and the material universe, and then we'll be able to enter. But there's going to be a transition phase, and the thing is, because it is difficult to let go totally of the 3D program, because it's been anchored and rooted in our subconscious in a deep way. So the earth is going to prevent us from needing to return to that old patterns. I know soon I'm going to find myself. I've met myself, but soon I'm going to find myself. I'm really happy about this meeting, to know myself, to know my true self. And understanding that ascension will not happen the same way, and everybody is different. It's all tailor-made. It's like we all have a unique path. We have unique doorways. We have unique hallways. We have unique windows. And so all of it is like follow your own heart, follow your vision, follow your own path. Do not try to conform to someone else's vision. Those things are just guidance. Like all the things I'm saying is just tools, and to inspire, to guide, to support. But it is your soul that will unfold that, your soul and your spirit that will unfold your ascension for you. There was a great archangel that came to deliver a message. His name is Sandalphon. He's a great archangel of wisdom, and he gave us a new code, just a simple code. To prepare us for the higher light. We have to prepare humanity in 2020. It's going to be a very deep shift. And so this code is 17, 17, 17, 8, 8, 8. It is a new code that we are ready to move with, and this will prepare us, and we need to prepare humanity for this new shift. For we have to seek our soul rather than seeking pleasure. But that doesn't mean that we have to let go of all pleasure, but seeking our soul, we will find that we have to let go of lower pleasure. We seek our soul, and then eventually we discover much higher pleasure than in the spirit form. I'm going to pull a few cards. So the highest wisdom is karma, is transcending karma. Love, unconditional love and forgiveness will help us transcend karma. For we have to bring things into balance. We have to acknowledge that and to bring it to balance, to breathe and to let go of it. What we need to understand is action. What is the right action? What is it we need to do in order to transcend that karma? What we need to do is limitation. Is accept the limitation as something temporary. Do not add more limitation to the process. Just allow yourself to move through the straight and narrow road, to pass through the little door at the end. The little door will open to the great expanse of heaven. But for now, to accept the limitation, and the outcome is partnership. It is the association with God, with Spirit. It's co-creation with the universe, because we've been co-creating unconsciously. So we have to disengage from this unconscious co-creation to move into a conscious creation. Well, I hope this message was interesting for you. I thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. Also, I wanted to say that we all have strengths and weaknesses. First, we have to recognize that God knows our strengths and our weaknesses. We don't need to lie to ourselves. People will tell you, "No, I have only strengths." It's like, and then poof, one day life comes in, and poof, they have no more strengths and only weaknesses. So it's like good to accept the fact that everybody's got strengths and weaknesses, and understand that we need to augment every day. We have to work on augmenting our strengths and diminishing our weakness. It's a slow process. Every country, every culture, every religion has strengths and weaknesses. So it's about accepting that, so englobing everything with love and light, and asking God to make everything whole. And everybody has those strengths and weaknesses. There is a visualization, a meditation. You want to imagine and to work with that as much as possible, to imagine a crystal pyramid in the 5th dimension, project yourself in this crystal pyramid when you're always safe and protected. Within this pyramid, you have all your guides, you have all the archangels, your Father, Mother, God, you have all any beings that you wish to invite from the celestial realm. And you can all return there once you're comfortable. You can see that those are world pyramids. There is all the light workers have those pyramids, and eventually you want to imagine this one pyramid where you can commune and communicate with all other world servers, whether on the planet. There are millions of them, and then meditate and connect, and then creating light waves of energy. For collective energy is so much more powerful even than singular power. And that prevents us from falling into the 4D illusions. So it's about projecting our thought, visualizing, imagining this 5D crystal pyramid of light. It's quite a potent exercise. So I hope this message resonated with you. Behind me those are paintings that are, this is it's from 1997. It's one of the first paintings about paradise at the center, the 21 satellite of paradise, the 7 circuits of the central universe, Avorna, the eternal universe of perfection, and the 7 super universe of time and space around. It's called the grand universe. The 7 super universe go counterclockwise around paradise, but when we use energetically, we do not want to use a counterclockwise spiral, for it is a descending spiral. We always want to use a clockwise spiral that allow us, for everything is a spiral in the universe. From the DNA onwards, everything is created from spiral, so it's important to work with spiral, and so we work with this clockwise spiral. And here it's one of the first painting I painted when I got in France, about the 7 families of spirit beings, and this is another one about the 7 families of spirit beings. Got a very different kind of approach, but the same subject, same spirits. I'm going to finish with a song. It's a song about the ephemerality of life. Everything is in the now. It's you here and now. Enjoy that. Know that this now is eternal. Even if we were to change form, we would still be somewhere in different form, but it will always be you here and now. And so it's based on a philosophy. It's a song, pop song, but it's based on a philosophy by a philosopher, king. Was both a king and a philosopher. It was Marcus Aurelius, who goes to his inner guide that teach him that everything that he is, that he knows, that he believes, actually in one moment of eternity will be dust in the wind. It will be nothing. Everything will be forgotten and replaced by something else. So be here now. Seize the day. Enjoy that, be fearless, and receive the love, receive the joy, be the love, be the joy, shine your light, and let go of any limitation that prevents you from doing that. Well, the song goes like this. It's a song about Kansas. It goes like this. I close my eyes only for a moment, and the moment's gone. All my dreams pass before my eyes, a curiosity, dust in the wind. All they are is dust in the wind. Our same old song, just a drop of water in an endless sea. All we do crumbles to the ground, though we refuse to see. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Now don't hang on. Nothing lasts forever but the earth and sky. Slips away, and all your money won another minute by. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Dust in the wind. Everything is dust in the wind. Well, thank you very much for sticking till the end, and thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. Understand God is the only power. It is the force that what is called life. It is everywhere. It is motivating secretly. It is moving every cycle forward, every cell. It is, and everything is based within love. It is a matter of perceiving that love in all things and all beings, and the world will be transformed by this vision. As a final card is the blessing of Al-Hakim. So it's about entering the Garden of Eden, finding this, receiving this blessing, connecting to the higher spirits of the universe, allowing them to assist you in reconnecting and being in gratitude for the magic, the magic that is the blessings and the luck that is coming to us every day. There's potential for great receptivity as we let go of all those fears and limitations and doubts. I thank you very much, and I wish you a wonderful day. Namaste.